Come and make dinner with me for my family of 4. On the menu tonight was lasagna, a family favourite and a classic. So let's get into it. Here is a little snapshot of all of the ingredients that I used. But yeah, first things first, we're going to start off with our veg. I always use the same base when it comes to mincemeat. So it's carrot, celery and onion. I always try to cut them as small as possible, but it depends what you like. I always cut the celery and the carrot pretty much the same way. I will peel the carrot, obviously, not the celery, but I cut down the middle so that it's in halves, and then I just chop into fine pieces after that. Moving on to my onion next. I know there's a lot of ways to cut an onion, but this way for me just doesn't seem to work very well. What I normally do is cut it into slices and then just slice again like the opposite way, and that seems to work fine. But I'm trying to master this little technique here and it's a fucking struggle. Any tips would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, I just put some fry light in the pan and put it on a low to medium heat, not too high. Put my vegetables in there just to soften whilst I sort out my cheeses. For my cheeses today, I'm using cheddar and mozzarella. I know it's weird to grate this mozzarella, but it's just so much better than the actual packet grated mozzarella. If you know, you know. Anyway, once my vegetables are softened, probably about 10-15 minutes on a low to medium heat, I added my mincemeat in, broke that all up. Don't forget to take your paper out. Then I just added in a few spices, so I had paprika, oregano, garlic granules and basil, and a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. I always forget to add salt and pepper, and I always end up doing it off camera, so there we go. Bit of tomato puree, let that cook a little bit, and then I added a tin of tomatoes and a teaspoon of Marmite. Don't knock it till you try it. 1 stock cube mixed with a little bit of boiling water and a bit of Lea and Perrins and a bit too much salt. I did take some out and added some sugar and it was fine. I just literally let that simmer whilst I finished the cheese sauce. I did actually start the cheese sauce prior to me showing you now, but I feel like it's easier to just do it in parts, so here we go. Making a roux, simple as this. You add your butter till it's melted, add a teaspoon of flour, mix it until it makes a little dough, and then you just add milk little bit by little bit until you get the consistency that you want. The trick for me is to not overdo it with the milk. Just add a little bit of milk at a time. You don't need too much straight away. That's what I do. And then I added a little bit of paprika and garlic granules and added all my cheeses in. Always save some of your cheese for the top layer. I don't know, I know everyone's different. This is just how I layer my lasagna. I do the mince, the pasta, the cheese sauce, a little bit of grated cheese in between, and I'll just repeat that layer until we get to the top. Stuck it in the oven on 180 probably for like half an hour, and it was banging, and this is what it looked like at the end. It was absolutely delicious. I could eat it 100 times over. If you guys like seeing content like this, then drop me some more ideas of what I should make in the comments. Love you.